Our next presentation is from SJH Communications. Shane. Using the correct technology to grow your business, using tech the right way, and tech keeping up with the business needs. SJH Communications is an Australian-owned and based technology service provider. They provide everything from NBN services, telephony, through to complete office technology solutions, and also are available 24/7 for emergency maintenance support. Whether it is for a large national-based company or a single office, SJH Communications has the solution for your business and residential needs. Shane.
Thank you. Can you see me down the back there? Yep, good. Right. We're going to do things a little bit differently here today. I've actually invited Amanda Morris from Armour Insurance and Choose Talent, a business coaching consultant. The reason I've invited Amanda here is because SJH has supported Armour, her business, for quite a number of years, and both businesses have gone on a journey together, and we've used technology from a simple aid for getting their services up and running when their previous provider told them that it was going to be 2 weeks without their service, to all the way up to now servicing on their IT needs. Amanda, would you like to join me, please?
Would love to join you. Thank you.
Yeah, get the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Amanda. Would you like to do a quick rundown on yourself and what you do?
Yeah, I'd love to. So my name's Amanda Morris. I own Armour Insurance Brokers. We're based here in Maitland, opposite the hospital, but it's still down from the family hotel. And I also own Choose Talent Business Coaching, and that's probably more recently, last 12 months. Do you want me to go on and explain? Give you a little bit of a
Yep.
So I'm really pumped to be here for Shane today and speak on his behalf and as a testimonial. And it's been, I'm not sure how long it's, sorry, keep that away from me. I've been dealing with Shane for a few years now, and he's 100% correct in my experience with a well-known large communication company starting with T, now ending in Telstra. And the experience I had, I'll share with you. So we went across to the NBN. I thought I'd done my part really well with Telstra and organised all that for my business. We're 100% reliant on the internet. We can't place an insurance policy for you or help you without the internet. And long story short, it came to the day of installing the NBN, and they rang and said, "We've disconnected you, you should be right to go in 2 weeks." And I thought, wow, what am I going to do now? With 8 staff, 4,400 clients, a little bit awkward. So I rang Shane. And Shane and his team came that day. They had me up and running with a bridging, I don't know what you did, but you got me going. I'm good at all that techie stuff. However, Shane's team got me up and going, and you know what? I've never looked back since. It's not just a phone system. It's not just an internet connection for us. COVID hit, and this has probably been where I've seen Shane's business shine for me. Who here has employees? Hands up. Excellent. Who here is a business owner? Hands up. Great. Who here wants work-life balance? Excellent. Shane and SJH have given my businesses, both of them, work-life balance, but not just for me, for my entire team. So because of Shane's 3CX system, my team now work from home. My husband works from the paddock on the tractor. I'm not condoning that. Please don't let him know. But what it's given my business is the ability to have flexibility, empathy, and create a culture in my business that's really taken it to the next level. So, when we're talking about internet connections and phone systems, and they're about as sexy as insurance. But it's what it can actually do for you as a business owner, and the support that comes from SJH is second to none. I'm a firm believer in you're only as good as the team you have that stands beside you, and Shane is no different. I know we've got one here today, Rebecca, but Shane's team are faultless. They care for his clients the same, if not more at times, than what Shane does, because Shane loves chasing shiny squirrels. So as far as the internet goes, everybody in the room here would rely on the internet, a mobile phone, or a phone system in some way, shape or form. And it's until you go through the pain, you don't know what you don't know. And until you go through the pain of dealing with a downturn from Telstra or a loss of service, that you realise the importance of having someone on the other end of the phone that's ready to listen to you and answer the blonde questions that come from Amanda. And it's never a worry.
Can I ask you a couple of questions, Amanda?
Yes.
I think we'll swap sides again because of the microphone. So everyone here have all recently come through COVID and stuff like that. What was your experience using us during that time, utilising the way we set up the NBN and your phone system?
Yeah, so...
Sorry, back to the microphone.
Sorry.
I think I'll just stay over here. I think it might be easier to stay over
You
here.
need to go to the end or something.
Okay.
Let me just have the floor.
Who was that?
Yeah. Look, COVID hit, and like many of you in the room, COVID hit, and we all had a state of panic for a few days. Some had weeks, some are still going through that. And we were no different in insurance. Our industry really went into turmoil, and the biggest part for me was managing the morale of my staff and working out how we were going to service our clients. Anyone that's a client in the room would know that we're really heavy on customer service, and it's like this I was cut off at the knees if I didn't have an internet and phone system that would actually utilise what I wanted to do. So COVID hit, and honestly, all we did was decide when we were going home and ring Shane. That's pretty much what happened for us. Our phone calls flew through and diverted back out to all of my brokers at home. Our internet just never missed a beat. In fact, we traded better, more profitably, and more comfortably for my team because of the internet and the phone system we had. If I was in the same situation I was in prior to engaging Shane's services, I don't really know where I would have been. I would have been in a world of hurt, to be honest. So,
no, thank you. So, just a couple of more questions before you go. So, for me, having great support businesses in supporting my business. So, we've got Armour Insurance that looks after our insurances. We've got Dynamize Accounting who looks after our accounting. These are people that are foundational for SJH to grow and move into the future. So the way that SJH and my staff and our passion is about being your cornerstone for your business, your lean-to if you need it when things aren't quite going right with technology. We understand and we really push the point that sometimes you don't know what you don't know, but we also understand that we want to get you back to doing what you do best. So it is kind of detrimental to us a little bit internally because we are so reactive to our clients that we just sort of push all of our day-to-day stuff aside temporarily while we're working on our clients. But that's us. That's how we do it. And I don't think I'd change it for the world, to be honest. So what I've learned in business and moving forward and dealing with great businesses in the Maitland area is to take a little piece from each of our clients that I think could improve my business, but then we also then like to share that with our clients as well. So we use a lot of networking to, if we've got a great product or great partner, then we like to go, hey, have a chat to these guys. We listen to more than just the problem you might have with the internet or the phones or the IT that we're servicing you for. I've actually trained the guys to stop and say, hey, what else do you need hand with? What else is going on? Or just how are you going? Because it's relationships for SJH is how we've gotten here. So you won't find much marketing material. There's not much marketing out there. You might see some Facebook ads pop up from us. But for us, relationships is number one. Looking after our clients is, looking after our clients is number one. Relationships number two. Okay, so yes, we're a tech company. Yes, we do some technical things. We don't walk in with the assumption that you know everything or you don't know anything at all. We walk in there and just go, hey, we've got this. let us know what's happened, and we'll take it from here. Okay, so peace of mind. As much as insurance gives peace of mind, we give peace of mind by just a simple phone call. No 45-minute phone calls, no frustration. Although if you want them, we do charge extra. Sorry, little side dad joke there. So
He's
it
got
works
plenty of them,
sometimes.
just ask him.
I'm the pun king. Everyone loves it. If I get an eye roll or a laugh, then I've won. Either way. So just in short, Amanda, where do you see the future going for your business and technology?
Yeah, so a lot of the buildings in Sydney are occupied. If you drive to Sydney and look at the big buildings in Sydney, 90% of them are either banks or insurance companies. And I can tell you now that all of them, Allianz are just starting to go back, but all of our insurers are all out of those big buildings and they're all working from home. All my underwriters are all working from home all the way around Australia. Now when I ring up to get an insurance policy or I argue with someone, because that's probably what I do well, I'll hear kids crying or dogs barking and the underwriter's like, yeah, you know what, shit, sorry about that. You know, I'm like, that's okay. It's sort of brought a whole different personal level to my industry. And we've just been notified in the last 3 weeks that 3 of our major insurers are actually not going back into these buildings. They're actually investing in their team. They're setting them up with their home offices. And they've worked out that I've got one underwriter on the Central Coast who was travelling to Sydney every day, and she's got 3 little kids under the age of 7. And she'd get on the train and leave at 6:30 in the morning and get home at 7 o'clock at night. And she said to me last week, Amanda, COVID is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's completely changed my family, it's changed my life. I can see my kids. I can cook dinner without it being in a slow cooker. and our insurers, and we're just one industry, but our insurers have worked out that, you know what, hey, this is pretty cool. So as far as technology goes, you're going to have more individual users that are looking for service, and there's going to be more problems, but they're going to be smaller. So companies like Shane's are going to be really, really vital. And look, to be honest, you know, we live in Maitland. This is probably the one thing I love about this relationship that I have with SJH. This is a Maitland business, a Maitland family. The money that you spend with Shane is going right back into your own community, and it's helping a Maitland-based business. You can't say the same for the big corporations, and if we can't support our own in our own backyard, then what's the point? So, yeah, that's a really passionate thing for me as well.
I appreciate that, Amanda. So I brought Amanda along because she is passionate, but she reflects a large majority of our clients. So I've actually asked a few clients for some testimonials, and I've had one client, Amanda and a couple of other clients who've done video testimonials where I've rocked up in a little tripod, got the phone out and, you know, little Bluetooth mic, and I said, well, you tell me. There's never been a script, you tell me how we've impacted you. To all the way to I had a client who got a video stand set up, got it all happening. He'd done his own and he sent it back to me and he goes, oh, how's that, Shane? I went, mate, that is fantastic. So we've got passionate clients and we really thrive on being able to add value, and it shows in the gratitude that comes back, you know. So thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate your time today. Can I have a round of applause for Amanda, please?
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So I did have some slides that we could bore you with, but I thought, you know, having Amanda here is just telling another side of the story, not from us. And Amanda, will you pay for this testimonial?
Yeah.
No. So, you know, so it's just really what we want to showcase today is that, you know, what we say is what we do, and what we're trying to build here is a brand that's going to grow into the future and support every single business here in the Hunter. Thank you. Cool.
Thank you, Shane. Did anyone have any questions for Shane? Yes.
No questions. Just another testimonial. When COVID hit, Shane rang me on the Friday afternoon and asked what he could do for us. He knew I had to go into lockdown because I'd picked my daughter up from the airport from London. In that first week, being an accountant, I had 157 phone calls from Monday morning to Friday, and not one of them was missed. Not one of them knew that I was sitting at home, except for the dog barking in the background. But our office, my girls could pick up their computers, take them home, and we ran as usual. We had our morning huddles. Our phone was working as it should, as if we're in the office with transferring calls and everything. So, thank you, Shane.
No problem. Thanks, Louise. So I guess what we take away from that is that communications are vital at any time in business. However, during times when it's unknown and uncertainty, communications and excellent communications obviously are even more vital. So thank you to Shane. I guess nothing beats a case study or two, as we had today. So the speaker's presentation from Tranquil Vale Wines is actually going to go to Amanda. Well, I guess, Shane.
No, it is, definitely.
So, thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.